up, y'all? It's your girl, the DiDi Skky DiDi Skky.
Hey guys, it's your boy Geno the artist. That's Geno the artist. What up?
We are back with another episode of Beauty and the Beat. And of course, it's all things fashion, style, beauty, music, entertainment, all of that good stuff. What are you doing?
And beats. I was beating my face.
Yes, and if you want to put it that way, I'm the beauty and that baby beats the face. Right?
Baby, I beat the face.
How are you holding up out there in LA?
I am fine. You know what? I'm a total introvert, extrovert, you know, so I love this alone time. I'm doing stuff I put off a while ago. The weather is beautiful, you know. Now it's just becoming a way of life right now at this time. So I'm good.
So are you do you have a quarantine bae or are you solo dolo?
I'm solo dolo. I am solo dolo. I plead the fifth.
Yes, honey, you so dolo.
I plead the fifth. I am solo. Hello.
That was in the background. Well, listen, we got a crazy show in store for you today. My friend, my homie, my boy, DJ Freestyle Steve is coming through. Steve is a picky. That's right. He is the DJ for no other than Justin Timberlake. He is his tour DJ. That baby got muscle. Like he is so in the game. Like he's toured with Timberland. Mm-hmm. Justin Timberlake is currently on tour with Justin Timberlake, so I think it's actually a little battle, and he's gonna tell us all of that.
Yes.
I think Timbo like, I need you over here, and Justin like, you need to come with me.
I need all the teas.
I need all the teas, exactly. So we're going to have a great show today, and check out my man DJ Freestyle Steve on the.
Come on, DJ Freestyle. Ooh.
So we have our special guest right now. It's DJ Freestyle Steve on the.
Oh my God! Really? You had to do the sound effects with it.
That's what you have to do. That's what it's about.
That's funny. You know, I hear that all the time. DJ Freestyle Steve. All right. Yeah.
So Freestyle.
What's up, DiDi?
We go way back.
Way back. Video mix days.
Dinosaur days.
Video mix days, exactly. You were my DJ on my ones and twos.
Yeah.
Video mix in Miami. We were doing our thing. All around Miami in the club, for shows. How did you actually transition? What was the transition between being in Miami, hosting shows, being in the clubs, and then now you are the tour DJ for Justin Timberlake?
That's right.
It's crazy, right? Fast forward, I'm doing this party on South Beach, and I met this guy named Rick, who happens to be Timberland's manager, right? Big Rick. So I'm cutting out a lot of this stuff because I know our time is limited. I'm cutting out some stuff. So anyway, I meet Big Rick, and Big Rick is on the phone, and he's telling Tim like, "Yo, Tim, this dude got the club going crazy, blah 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 blah." So fast forward, I'm in Houston for Super Bowl, so I get booked to do Super Bowl parties in Houston, and the guy who said, a mutual friend of mine, E-Class, he was like, "Hey, come over to the hotel so you can meet Timbo." Oh, snap. Okay. So I meet Timbo, blah, blah, blah. We hit it off. We're in the truck together. We ride. We're talking music. Go to the mall, blah, blah, blah.
Timbo being hit producer Timberland.
Yeah. Timberland, my bad. Timberland, for those who don't know. Producer extraordinaire.
I ain't know. You know.
My bad. So Tim asked me to do his MTV party in Miami. So, okay, I do the party. I have the party going crazy, like everybody coming there, Missy, Buster, like everybody who somebody comes to the party. Boom, my name is floating out in the air. Okay, fine. Funny quick story in this. So me and Big Rick is walking on South Beach that MTV weekend, right? And we see Jay-Z and Jay Brown in a Phantom. And I'm like, oh snap, that's the Phantom. Who that is? Oh, that's Jay-Z. Oh, what's up? So Jay-Z, so we go, we talk, and Big Rick introduced me as Timberland's DJ. And I never forget, Jay-Z had a smirk and he laughed and he said, Timberland? With a DJ? What do you need a DJ for? And he laughed. And I took it personal, but it's still Jay-Z.
Right.
Boom. Let's fast forward. So I'm on tour with Tim, the Future Sex Love Sound tour, and I meet Justin. So, I meet Justin and, I'm like, okay, how am I supposed to do? But I'm still going to DJ the way I DJ, right? Boom. So I built up my reputation on that tour till it got to the point where it went Justin Timberlake, Timberland, Freestyle Steve, dancers, and everybody else. Because when I first got on it, I just looked at, I'm at the bottom of the totem pole. They don't know me.
Right.
That side, the Justin Timberlake Corporation people don't know me.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So I had to make an impression. Boom. So I made the impression. They loved it. They loved me. They loved me. They loved me. So we're on tour, and we are in, I forgot where we were. We were in some city. And Jay and Beyonce happened to be there, right? Just happened to be in the city, and they're there.
Right.
And so I'm DJing at this party, and Jay and B and everybody's at the party, and I walk over to Jay after I finished. I was saying, "You remember what you said about Timberland needing a DJ?" And he just fell out laughing, and both of us fell out laughing, right? And he just looked at me. He was like, "Dang, bro, you remember that, huh?" I said, "Yeah, I remember that. I remember you laughed when he said that." And he was like, "Man, I can't laugh no more." As a matter of fact, I was actually, so I went to Hawaii with J-Dem. He was doing Blueprint 2, 3, one of them. He was doing the 3, and I had to leave to go do my own thing in China. Well, I'm on my plane going to China. I land in Tokyo. I land somewhere. And I check my phone. Rick had been calling me. Jay-Z decided to go to Cali from Hawaii, and he wants to do a party. So he asked Big Rick, "Hey, where's Freestyle?"
Wow.
Big Rick like, "Oh, he's in China." Jay-Z goes, "China? He's that big?" Rick say, "Yeah. My DJ is international."
Yeah.
Ever since then, doing the thing with Justin, Future Sex, Justin was like, for the next tour, which was 2020, he was like, "Yo, it's just gonna be me and you." I'm like, "Huh? What you mean, me and you?" He says, "You're gonna do an hour, your own show, and then I come on." I said, "No artist? Like, you're not gonna have a big artist?" He's like, "No, I trust you. I trust you for these 188 shows that you're not gonna let me down. You're gonna be professional. You're gonna have the crowd going crazy. And I'm gonna give you carte blanche to do what you want to do."
Wow, Steve, what a story! Like, that is, especially because of the fact. What I'm looking at? What is that? The tour?
That's one of my tour plaques.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh! Especially because I know you. I mean,
you've been there.
We came up in this industry together. So when I see you and Khaled and all my guys from home, from 99 Jams, from Video Minutes, it's like,
yes,
those are my dudes. Like,
yeah,
wow.
man.
Like, look, Ma, they made it. Like, y'all really made it. So I think something that was real important of what you said was that you started out at the low man on the totem pole.
Low man on the totem pole.
You worked your way up to having that respect of Justin and his team for him to say, "I'm going to bring you on. It's just going to be me and you."
Exactly.
What did you do? What did you do that stood out?
I tell everybody this, right? I tell everybody this. One thing about it, I am always honest. I have never told Timbo I have never told Justin, and this is me, period. I don't lie to them. Like, when you dealing with somebody of that magnitude, and I'm not saying that, you know, everybody has yes people, but I ain't the yes guy. And I'm not saying that they do, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, I'm the type of dude, if I don't like it, I'm gonna tell you, I hated Sexy Back. Sexy Back was the worst song ever to me. I hated that record. And I told him and Timberlake, yo, I hate this record. Oh, this record sucks. But guess what? Sexy Back took me around the world 7 times.
But you still voiced your opinion about it, right?
But I voiced my opinion and they respected it.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like,
and
I don't
respecting it.
Yeah, they respected. Like, I didn't bite my tongue. I didn't, you know, not being disrespectful, because at the same time, that's still my boss.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my brother,
yeah.
But that's still my boss. You know, I just worked my way up. You know, with Justin, you know, I had to build it, because it's not just the music side. You also have the movie side of it. And it's just Justin Timberlake, who's a corporation himself.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So I just, you know, I just did me. I always stayed true to myself. I never changed my DJ style. You know what I'm saying? And Justin was like, yo, I don't want you to change anything, because that's what I fell in love with. And that's what the people fell in love with. So when I talk to the younger DJs, I'm like, listen, I'm glad that I was born in the 70s, because my music knowledge is crazy. And then you get to see the people grow with you. I never understood that, because my first tour with Justin, I was just a wildcat. With Tim and I was a wildcat, because I wasn't the focus. It was Timberland and Justin. They were the focus. I was just the lucky DJ, just wildcat. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But then when it came to the 2020 Experience Tour, those same people that was on the Future Sex Love Sounds, hypothetical, they were 20. Now those people are 25. They got kids, and they bringing their kids to the show to see Justin, but they remember me. So now their kids on this last tour are not 16 or whatever, and they growing up with me.
I have a question for you, DJ Freestyle. So, being from Miami, right?
Correct.
People just think Miami's Miami. What part of Miami are you from?
Attapata.
Attapata.
Attapata. Okay. You know, they don't know. See, they think when they say Miami, Miami's just one entity. No, Miami is of several entities.
Right.
So, being from Attapata, kid from Attapata, who was doing his own thing at first, now you're this
international celebrity.
International beings. How has your community changed, and how have you changed with it?
Well, so with my community, it's my community is growing, but it's still my community. Like, I don't, even though they got new stores, they done they done covered the potholes in the street. It's still my community. I still go, when I go home, I make sure I go sit on the street and just do, like, yo, this is where I come from. Right. Like, I never ever will forget that. Like, I still walk like, I will park my car at grandma's house, and I will walk the streets. I will walk through the alley. Like, when I used to go to school, Attapata Elementary, Attapata Junior High, I walk straight through the alley and just look around and be like, dang, Miss Mary used to stay here. I remember Bo here and this and that. And I still walk the streets. I still walk just so I know. Yeah. I don't get a big head and be like, oh, I ain't got to come here no more. Nah.
It keeps you humble.
It keeps me humble. Like, I tell people all the time, right? You know, I tell people all of this, even when I'm doing my lives, right?
Yes.
I'm the DJ. If I ran down my accolades, I'd be here forever. And you can look at me like, oh, he's just showing off. But no, I'm humble. And I tell people like, yo, listen, I'm from Miami, Florida, 42nd Street, Attapata. And I DJ for the Obamas. I did Sasha Obama's Sweet 16. You can never take that away.
You cannot. You can't.
That's not a record. That's not like doing a party.
You know, Obama. 2019, I had the chance to work with Cicely Tyson. You know, that's a legend. You know, I've done a lot in my career, and just like you said, my resume is intense.
Right.
But that experience, that moment, those 3 months, the time after that, you can never take away from
you. Never. Right. They can never take that away.
And being from South Florida as well, you know. So you know, a lot of people think, I'm gonna say this to you. and get your aspect on. A lot of people think that being from Florida, they have to stay there.
Right.
You know, and a lot of us that got out, they resent us because we left.
Correct.
Not negating the fact, yes, I left, but I know where I came from. That's always home.
Right.
My family is there, so I'm always going to go back to visit, but this is not where I choose to be at, and that's where not. And God didn't want me to be there because I was done to do. I did everything I need to do in Florida. Now it's time to expand my horizon, to share my talents around the world.
Exactly.
So yeah.
So and I feel the same way, because I used to get the oh, well, he don't do nothing for the Miami artists no more. I'm like, listen, I did everything that I can do for y'all. I'm giving you the blueprint. If I done been all around the world and I done heard all kind of music and I see how these people are moving, if you still making the same kind of sound for your homeboys, I'm not putting my name on I'm not putting my reputation out there for that, because you ain't trying to go nowhere.
Exactly.
I listen, for me, listen, let me tell you something. When me and Justin sit down and talk, I listen. I listen to every syllable, every quotation, every comma. I listen, because you can't pay for that. You can't pay for that.
You can't.
This guy has been famous since he was 13. Do you guys understand? Listen, the only time Justin Timberlake has traveled on a commercial plane is when he was in NSYNC and they had their own plane.
Right.
Wow.
Exactly.
He's never been on a commercial plane.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he's definitely worth listening to. All of it.
You understand what you understand? Like, I remember we were in Cleveland, Ohio. It was minus 15 degrees. And after the show, Justin said, yo, I gotta fly to Chicago because I'm going to see Oprah. This was on the Future Sex Love Sound tour. I said, damn, you're going to see Oprah? He was like, yeah, I'm going to see, I gotta go have an interview, something with Oprah. Damn, can I come? He was like, nah, well, you can't come on this one. So guess what Timbo did? Timbo got the jet and we went to Chicago. So my life has been a movie.
A movie.
Because like, I've read about Alexander the Great in books, in history, and saw it on TV on National Geographic and all that. But I actually went there and took a picture in the city at his statue where he ruled.
Yeah.
Like, you don't, like, I went to Mother Teresa's house.
Wow.
Like, things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you remember DiDi.
Yes.
You remember how we used to look at the Jay-Z videos when the videos would come on, and you'd be like, dang, boy, they pulled up to the jet, jumped on the jet, flew to whatever city to go shopping, have dinner, and then come back that night. Well, Timbo was like, yo, meet me at Opa-locka. We jumped on the jet, went to Paris, went shopping, went to a club, had a big party at a club, went back to the hotel, took all the money out of the bag, counted the money up. We didn't have enough bags, so we walked across the street to the Louis Vuitton store. He said, yo, Freestyle, what luggage do I need? I picked out about 5 different duffel bags. Went back across the street to the hotel. They delivered, packed up, drove back to the jet, flew back to Opa-locka.
Wow.
See, I mean,
I want to be you when I grow up.
Exactly.
I want to be you when I grow up.
It's crazy.
Man, that is crazy. And I've actually, I live vicariously through you. So I'm watching your IG, your Instagram. I'm watching you on there, and I'm like hitting you up when I see you, hosting a crowd of thousands and thousands of people internationally. And jamming to your music, and you're holding this crowd, just you and your ones and twos. And I'm like, look at my boy. Like,
that's it. It's nothing like
homie.
It's nothing like, and people ask me, do I get nervous? Like, there's a stadium in Paris, and it's called Stade de France, right? And then in London you have Wembley Stadium, right? So we're in Paris and we're doing the Stade de France, this stadium. and this is an outdoor stadium that it says it holds 100,000, but it definitely can hold at least about 115. I'm gonna put it like 115,000 people. So me and Justin did the show there, right? And I played the record in Paris. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Right.
In Paris, right?
In Paris.
So I played the record, and just imagine 100,000 people in the rain, jumping and going crazy, right? Sold out. The next year, Beyonce, and that's my girl. I love B. I love her to death.
Wow.
So I got a story about that too, and you'll love it. But I love Beyonce to death. That's my girl. Beyonce had a show there, but she had to get Nicki to come in to help sell it out.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Wow. She couldn't fill the seats. So she had, it was a collaboration between her and Nicki Minaj.
Nicki had to come in and get on the thing. And I just think about it, and there's no disrespect, but that's my girl.
Yeah.
But I'm like, damn, I'm just the DJ. I ain't nowhere near Nicki Minaj. I'm just the DJ.
Right.
So for the DJ and to hold it, like, wow. Yeah. I sat in with Beyonce when she was doing the documentary, that big documentary. Well, I saw that documentary before it even came out. I was in there when she was doing the edits.
Oh,
we sitting on the floor Indian style with no socks, with no shoes on, in New York at Alicia Keys' studio. And I'm like, I'm actually in the room, just me, Beyonce, and my boy Jerome sitting in the room. Wow. Can you, Jay-Z, Jay-Z, Swiss Beats, Timberland, Blue, Baby Blue, Blue, everybody outside.
Wow. So Steve, since the coronavirus has kind of it's stopped and impeded all production and concerts and shows.
Right.
And so what you started to do immediately once you went home and sheltered in place was you started to do lives.
Yeah.
DJing.
Right.
Why did you start that?
Well, see, so there's one thing, right? When I'm on tour, so you see me on the stage, and then I have an after party, and then I go to the next city. Well, if you can't get into the after party, you never really seen me DJ. Right. So all you really seen is me DJing on the stage for the hour and me having fun. So I was like, maybe if I just do this live and just DJ the way that I DJ, it'll open up the eyes of people who never really saw me DJ before. You understand what I'm saying? So once I did it the first time, and I saw what the response was, because the first time I did it, it was 25,000 people that was logged in. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, right.
Like, what the freak? You know what I'm saying? So once I did that, and then I saw how companies, and I kept mine organic. I didn't want to do a sponsor. Like, I think I saved enough money that I can make it through 2 months, 3 months, or however long we shut down, 4 months. I can make it through. So I was like, let the other guys get it. The dudes who don't have the status like me, let them get it. Yo, this come to me, let me send it to you. Let you get it, because my bills are going to be paid.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, my bills, I'm going to be okay. I'm not saying I'm rich, but I'm going to be okay. It's the dude who's the strip club DJ who only see 50 people during the week, may only have 2 shifts. So when he goes on his live and he only have 2 people on there, because the other million of people never seen him outside of, if you don't come to the strip club.
Gotcha.
He has a family. He don't know where his money coming from, because the strip club is closed. So I would rather that $300 that somebody wanted to give to me, yo, go to him, because he needs it. Y'all want to hear something crazy? And this is the first interview that I'm telling us, like a published interview or video live interview. Okay. So we were actually in Milan, Italy, doing Fashion Week.
I saw that.
And we we knew about it because they tested us when we got off the plane in Italy. So they tested us. They was like, okay, you good? Go ahead. Wow. So we in Italy, we did this big event, and We left the next morning. We get back to the plane. So it was the same crew that flew us over there, right?
Right.
So we get back on the plane and we're sitting there. We're supposed to leave at 8 in the morning. Like, plane's supposed to be in the air. Well, we're sitting there now. It's 8:30, 8:45. Like, yo, what's going on? So the flight attendant, he comes, he goes, hey, so there's an airplane that's circling above the airport, and air traffic control can't get in touch with them.
Mhm.
So we're just sitting there like, oh crap, what the heck is going on?
Right.
5 minutes later, about 10 minutes later, the flight attendant comes back. He says, hey, they got in touch with the pilot. The country is going to allow him to land. What you mean allow him to land? Like, what do you mean? Come to find out, there was an older lady, who died from the disease in Milan. And she had never left Italy. She never left, right?
Wow.
So they was like, how did she get it? So they shut Milan down. The flight attendant says the train that was coming from the northern part of Italy, that, you know how they make their stops, and was supposed to stop in Milan? No, you can't stop in Milan. So they shut the city down, locked it down.
Wow.
We fly out, we finally get back to America, we get back home, and come to find out, like when they locked the city down, like Italy was one of the worst hit places.
Exactly.
Yeah,
we just left.
Right.
You escaped
Like,
just in time.
Oh, wow.
Literally, just in time, we left out of there. And you know, it's crazy, man. I tell people all the time, like, I tell people this all the time, and I tell my DJs this, like, yo, you have to go to sleep with a prayer.
Yeah.
You have to dream bigger than you ever dreamed before.
Mhm.
And you got to wake up with a prayer. I said, because that's the only way you survive. Forget just surviving in the DJ game.
Yeah.
Just surviving, period.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I'm the type of guy, I've never been the type that thinks he's the most spiritual guy. Because I have my own conversation with God.
Right.
And I'm not trying to force my talks with God on you, DiDi. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not trying to do that.
Right.
But lately, it's like, yo, man, you gotta go to sleep with the prayer.
That's right.
Because I'm praying that I'm on the wake up list in the morning.
Okay. That's
I'm also praying that some kind of way that I am able to make a way to provide for me and my family. I'm not begging him
Amen.
to give me $2 million.
Yeah.
Yo, just show me the way
To get to.
or move these obstacles out of the way.
Move the mountains, Lord.
Right.
So I can get to
Move them.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to go back to your question, how I was able to get the trust, DiDi, to get the trust and everything with Justin and him,
Yes.
because I've always been true to myself.
That's right.
When I walk in my door, I don't have to do like this.
You don't have to. That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Nobody looking for Steve.
Nobody looking for me.
That's right.
And that's the way I've been able to survive in this DJ game. Because now when Jay-Z see me, they be like, we on the tour, and Brooklyn is Jay-Z's home.
Yeah.
So we at Barclays.
Yeah.
And they like, yo, Jay, you need a dress room? He like, nah, I'm going freestyle room.
DiDi likes, this is called Beauty and the Beat. We want to know everything. She normally asks what music you listen to. I want to know what's the 5 top cities you love you enjoy DJing in.
Top 5 cities?
Yes.
So top 5 cities during the summer, Montreal, Canada.
Okay.
Montreal, Canada has some of the most amazing, some of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life. And that's no cap. You hear me?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Montreal, Canada, number 1.
Okay.
London, England. And not just whatever, just London, period. I love how they love music. Got to say my city, Miami. Why? Because I am able to play Trick Daddy.
That's right.
And play Kevin Harris.
You don't know nap.
You feel me?
Yes.
So I can slide on South Beach and play the dun, 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 but I can also slide back across the bridge.
That's right.
And I can play that trick. You feel me?
Right. Uh-huh.
So that's 3. Right. So
pull over. Yeah, come on.
so the fourth is San Tropez.
Okay.
Ooh.
And the reason why I say San Tropez is because I'm the hood dude.
Yes.
I'm hood.
Yeah.
I didn't come up in New York City where they think that all the DJs originated from.
Right.
Right? So I'm from Miami. I'm the hood dude. So when I get to San Tropez and walk into Jimmy's, and if you don't know, so you know where they do what's it called? The movie what's it called? What's the weekend called?
Weekend at Burns? No.
No. When everybody go to the movies, like premiere, it's
Oh, Jesus.
but they do it in South of France. But anyway, so where everybody goes,
Like the
and
festivals, Cannes festivals and stuff?
Cannes Film Festival.
Yeah.
So check the story. So this is why I say San Tropez. So I did a party at the biggest clubs called Jimmy's, right? Mm-hmm. And Jimmy's is where the red carpet is, where they do the film festival, blah blah blah. So I'm doing a party. Let me tell you who the guests were that was sitting in my DJ booth. It's gonna blow your freaking mind. You're gonna blow your freaking head off. You're gonna blow your head top, DiDi. Listen, I had Jimmy Iovine. This was pre-beat. I was the first DJ to put the beat headphones on and give Jimmy, this, right? But I had Jimmy Iovine. I had Bono, U2, Bono, Queen Isabella of Jordan.
Wow.
You had royalty?
Wow.
Queen Isabella of Jordan. Now let me back up a little bit because I know you wanted my cities, because I got one more city after this.
Yeah, one more.
How about we're on Timbo's yacht. We take the yacht to Maribel or whatever the little city is called, and we pull up to Bono's house. But the yacht is so big, it can't dock at Bono's house. So they have to get on the little dinghy, to the little speedboat, to go pick Bono up. Bono and Queen Isabella.
Wow.
They come back. So Jimmy Iovine had his own yacht. And I'm gonna send you the picture, DiDi, so y'all can see it.
Please do.
Jimmy Iovine had his own yacht and Timbo had his yacht, right? Mm-hmm. So when Queen Isabella and all of them get back on the little ship, they come get on our ship. How about I'm sitting on the yacht eating barbecue with Queen Isabella?
Come on, look at your fingers.
No security.
Look at your fingers. Look at your hands.
Yes. She has on no shoes. Like she's barefoot. The queen. You hear me? The queen, yo.
Barefoot on the yacht with the queen.
She had no, she told her husband, I don't want no security. He was like, no, you're going to have security, but they'll be so far out of sight you won't know. So there was a helicopter about 2 miles in the air, but not with her. Yeah. So let me go back to Jimmy's. So I get out of my car. I'm going up the stairs to Jimmy's. Right, I got my little security team going up the stairs to Jimmy's. Well, she is the prince. She's the queen. Right?
Right.
So everybody still has to follow protocol with the queen.
That's right.
Bono, Timberland, Jimmy Iovine had to walk behind her when she walked in the club. She comes in the club, DiDi. And when I turn around, she's the first one at the table. So this is the DJ booth. I turn around, this is them.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
She's the first one. She sits down, and then Tim and everybody else sit down, and then Tim comes, we do the show.
Wow.
Yeah. Sandro Pat.
So, what's your number 5?
My five is Russia.
Wow.
Russia.
Wow.
St. Petersburg, Russia. Let me tell you something. Crazy, well, St. Petersburg and Moscow. As crazy as Putin may be, when it comes to partying in Russia,
wow, it goes down. I'm coming to international concerts. Okay,
yeah.
Geno and I, we're coming.
Right, we coming.
I'm packing my bag. It might not be the Louis that Timbo bought, but I'm packing my bag and I'm coming on that next international tour. I'm coming.
Let me tell you. Let me tell y'all something before we get out of here. 2 quickies. One, whenever there's a show and So if you go back and look at our shows, or if you look at the pictures that I just posted, around my stage is a bar. So it's a bar. I'm in the middle of I'm always in the middle of the arena, dead center in the middle. Right. And there's always, Justin makes it so it's a bar, and that's the VVVIP. Well, the joke on tour is, because we know those tickets are so freaking expensive to get down there. But when you see black people down on the floor, they like, oh, Freestyle went and got them. He went and got them from the nosebleed section and put them down in the VIP section. And why do I do that? Because I know my people can't afford the tickets.
Right.
And I want my people to have, my people been Justin Timberlake fans since NSYNC days, Mickey Mouse Club. So I want my people to get that experience that the other people get.
Exactly.
And I do it all around the world. And Justin looks at me, he's like, yo, man, I love when you do that.
So because, are you saying right now on Beauty and the Beat that DiDi and Geno are going to be at the bar?
If y'all at the, if you come to, y'all get to one of the shows, I'm going to make sure y'all guys in the VIP section. That's no, I don't believe in that. I'm telling you, they say, oh, we know who
I'm putting it in my notes right now.
Yeah. And listen, and the last thing, and people always look at me crazy when I say this. I always give a big R.I.P. to Mr. Dick Clark. And people say, well, why you give that to Mr. Dick Clark? I said, because you got to understand something. I'm the kid from 42nd Street, Attapata. I used to always just look at the music award shows on TV and just, damn, I wish I can just DJ one time and let these people hear my voice so that the world would hear me. Y'all would know me. They would know who I am, right? And I remember Timberland and Nelly Furtado, we had a show on the American Music Awards. And this is when Interscope was hot. Remember I said with Jimmy Iovine?
Right.
Interscope, I mean, I had the first beat laptop. I had all of that. And Timberland was at the top. Eminem was, this was that Dr. Dre, this was that moment, right?
Right.
And we're at rehearsal. And I met Mr. Dick Clark. And me and the producer was standing there, and Eminem was before us. And I keep forgetting his DJ name, the one who was DJing for him. But anyway, Mr. Clark said, and I forgot the producer's name, he said, listen, Freestyle Steve's mic, Timberland's DJ, is the only mic that is open. I want his mic hot.
Wow.
I said, what? He's like, I want your mic hot because I've heard you're from the shows and I hear your voice. And I want the world to hear your voice. And I'm like, huh? So if you go back and you look at the American Music Awards with Timberland, when it comes from commercial, the first voice you hear is mine. And it says, I need everybody to put their hands up. I go by the name of Freestyle Steve.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna find that. We're gonna put it up. It's gonna be us.
So you know, like when you so think about this, y'all. You know, when we looking at TV, when you looking at video shows from home, you don't really know what the crowd is because they pumping, sound effects through. So you don't really know.
Right.
I had the freaking crowd. Forget the TV stuff. I had the crowd like we in a club.
Yes.
Like we were in a club. And after the show, Mr. Dick Clark said, I promise you on God. And I tell everybody this, Mr. Dick Clark said, that was the best DJing I ever heard.
Oh my goodness.
That's amazing.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Steve, you have some stories. I'm just ready for the book to come out.
Exactly.
Yes.
Dream, you got to go to sleep with the prayer. You have to dream bigger.
That's right.
And you have to wake up with a prayer.
It's all happening. It's going to happen for you in that order, Steve. Thank you so much.
I appreciate y'all having me.
Hanging out with us right here on Beauty and the Beat.
Thank you so
be
much.
Safe out there. Continue to be safe. And I'll have my bags packed as soon as outside open back up.
Ready.
What in the world? Steve? Freestyle Steve.
Listen.
Like they gotta listen.
Right.
He has so much experience, knowledge, humility. He's just.
I want to be here when I grow up. I just want to be here when I grow up. That's all.
I mean, he's like just hanging out on yachts with Timberland and Bono and the Queens and Beyonce Jet, you
I
know.
didn't want to be like this. I was like this.
Right.
Can I just get in your suitcase?
That's what I love trying to do. Okay, so you heard him say that, and everybody out there is a witness that he said we're going on that international when he's on tour internationally. All we need to do is get there. We're front row.
And at the bar.
And
I'm at the bar with him.
I'm ready to get it and dance. And hopefully they'll put me on tour with them as a dancer because I'm like the best. I bring it.
Oh no. Oh. Do.
Oh my gosh, well that's gonna do it for our show today. I'm your girl, the DiDi Skky. Be sure to check me out on IG and Facebook at DiDi Skky, DiDi Skky.
And I am Geno, the artist, on all social medias, Geno, the artist. Check me out. Follow me, follow us, check our show out.
That's right. Keep checking us out. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, get all of your friends to check us out because every week the show is going to get bigger and better. Our guests are coming through, they're pouring in, and they're staying and hanging out with us for some time, y'all. Like they want to tell us all the tea.
I have to cut them off. They are hanging out, y'all. But guess what? Be safe. We love you. We'll see you soon.
That's right, on Beauty and the Beat.
Beauty and the Beat. The beat. The beat. The beat. The beat. The beat, 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 beat.